shout out goes out to our current channel members. If you were interested in picking up a channel membership for as little as $1.99 a month, head over to my channel profile and hit the join button to view all of the available perks. Thanks. So hey everyone, and welcome back today for a new video. The entire theme of this video today is going to be centered around the Overlord in Ninjago Crystallized and how he actually became the Crystal King prior to the season and how he could use his crystallized powers throughout. It's worth mentioning also that this theory is not actually mine. It did originally come from a viewer of mine that dropped this in a community post. So huge shout out goes out to them because this video is totally inspired by this. If it wasn't for this comment, this video would not be coming out today at all. But today I would like to build off of this particular theory because simply I think it's an amazing one and could really explain a pretty big question Ninjago fans have been having regarding the Overlord this time around. Now, it's kind of been accepted over these past few months that the Overlord just received crystal powers in Season 15, but it was never really explained how, and nobody really ever questioned it, if you guys get what I mean. He just got these new powers, and that was really just about it. I mean, have you really heard anybody making videos exactly on how the Crystal King got his crystal powers, and how the Overlord transitioned into this completely new entity that we've never heard about before? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you probably haven't, unless I'm missing something completely here. But yeah, I haven't really heard any sort of theories throughout the Ninjago community that point towards how the Overlord got his crystal powers. It's just become something that's accepted, I guess, and people just brushing past and are like, yeah, okay, the Overlord managed to get some new crystal powers, and that's really all there is to it. That's basically what's been happening, and that's it, but there's been no real information on how exactly he got these powers and what the backstory is here. However, with that all being said, this is where today's theory really comes into play. As the theory essentially goes, the Overlord ended up receiving his powers during his final battle type thing that happened in Season 3 Rebooted against Zane. You guys know this, right? I'm sure. The part where Zane is essentially just completely overloading the Overlord with his ice powers, the Overlord gets completely frozen up with these ice shards and whatnot, and then basically explodes. That's what we mean by the crystal powers. So, essentially the theory goes that that happened, and then afterwards, after the events of Rebooted, the Overlord basically absorbed some of these ice elemental power crystal type things, absorbed them, they kind of turned evil, and he managed to make them do his bidding. There's a few gaps here that you're going to have to fill in yourself, e.g., you know, how he managed to make these ice elemental power crystals turn evil and he could control them. You know, that's something that you're going to have to fill in on your own, I guess, but again, when has Ninjago not ever had gaps in terms of the story, right? It's just one of those things that Ninjago fans are used to by now over the years. So yeah, that doesn't really matter too much. However, I think this all makes sense, and it all matches up to the theme of crystals. Of course, Zane's ice crystal shards, whatever you really want to call them, could easily pass as crystals, and with the Overlord's powers, you know, he could definitely manipulate these into his own crystallized power. Thus, the Crystal King was born, and all of this time he's been cooking up these new powers, and has been thinking of a way to spread his evil plans onto the realm of Ninjago. And overall, I think this makes quite a bit of sense. And on the channel, right, we discuss a lot of theories that are very outlandish, you could say, and don't necessarily make that much sense logically. But this is one of those times where I think this is completely logical and could make a lot of sense, and also could definitely work in somebody's headcanon for the show to fill in the gaps here, because we don't have any sort of canon explanation as to how the Overlords became the Crystal King and gained all of these new powers, but this theory today could easily fill in this gap and would make a lot of sense in my personal opinion. So I think that's just about going to do it for this one here today. I just wanted to share this theory, and I think that's really all I've got to go over regarding the particular theory. So with all of this being said, what did you guys think about this one? Did you like this theory, or did you dislike it for whatever reason? Be sure to let me know down below in the comments. I would love to hear and read your thoughts. As always though, if you did enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like on it, subscribe to the channel for more like this, plus so much more, and hit that notification bell so you can be the first to watch my new content whenever I do post it. And with all of this being said, I'll see you all soon for my next one. Goodbye.